What's up, everybody? Today we're talking about the 10 pros and the 6 cons of living here in Loudoun, Virginia. Let's go. What's up, everybody? Muoki here. I'm a realtor in Leesburg, Virginia. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time, welcome to this channel. If you've been here before, get your popcorn, get ready. We're going to get started in a second. Your phone is your friend. You got my details below. Hit me up on my cell. Hit me up on the email. Send you a carrier pigeon, a message in a bottle. I got your back if you're thinking of moving here to Leesburg, Virginia. Let's get started. These are 10 pros and the 6 cons of living here in Loudoun. Let's start with pro number 1. Loudoun County has got some of the best healthcare in the country. Over 100 healthcare facilities. You've got Inova, Loudoun. There's the Patient First walk-in clinics. There's so many options for different, whatever you need health-wise, you can get it here. Even when we had COVID testing, there was so many different options for people. If you wanted to get last-minute tests, I got tested day of. I registered and got tested on that day. There are lots of options for COVID vaccines. So anything you need healthcare-wise, you can get it here, here in Loudoun. The second pro of living here in Loudoun is the education system. Loudoun County Public Schools is one of the best public school systems in the country. And even before getting into the public school system, you've got tons of daycares and preschools that offer top class education and training and formation for the little ones all the way up to elementary, middle, and high school. The third pro of living here in Loudoun County, specifically in Leesburg, is the history, the rich American history that's here at your fingertips. There's so many different trails and monuments and buildings. There's the Civil War Trail in downtown. There's there's a building that used to be one of the banks for the Freedmen's Bureau back in the Reconstruction era. So there's so much history and you can trace back from today all the way to the early United States. And so it's just really cool to be able to have that right in your fingertips. The fourth pro of living here in Loudoun County is the very low crime rate. Back in 2018, you had about 200 violent crimes per 100,000 residents, and that number has continued to decline ever since. The Loudoun County Sheriff has a really good presence online, in person. You can check them out on Twitter, on Instagram. They put out a weekly report of the crime statistics and calls in to what is happening you can search even in your own subdivision about what is happening. So you're always able to stay up to date on what's going on safety wise where you live, so that you can, if there's any cause of concern, you can always bring it up. And thank goodness here in Loudoun County there's very few times when that happens. Fifth pro of living here is job opportunities. Now, not only Loudoun County but Virginia is one of the biggest, one of the highest rates of telework, of flex work in the country. So not only do you have options to find work in Virginia, work in Loudoun, but not have to go to the office, you have options here in the Loudoun County government, Loudoun County Public Schools. You've got data, you've got IT, cyber security. So many different options, and also now a lot of people that work in DC, the further parts of Fairfax County in Maryland, are having now options of living here and still being able to have like a flexible or a alternative schedule where you can work from home and work to the office. So there are just tons of options for employment here, whether you're entry level or very experienced. You can find something here. The sixth pro of living here in Loudoun is the beauty. Along with the history, there's so much open land, so many trails, so many parks. We're so close to also different, right around the edges of Loudoun County going to Fairfax, the edges of Loudoun County going into down further south to Clark County and Warren County, going further south and west. You've also got right around the border of Virginia and Maryland, which still is Loudoun County. There's so many different things you can do for family, individually. Hiking is a big thing. I personally do a ton of running around this area here too. So there are a lot of options for just being able to spend quality time, make quality memories in the outdoors. The seventh reason pro of living here in Loudoun is we've got a thriving economy. 2018, Virginia ranked 14th in terms of economic development of all the 50 states. Loudoun County is, if not the richest, but one of the top 3 richest counties in the entire country. And so we've got tons of business booming. And what was cool about Loudoun specifically was during the pandemic that a lot of essential services were allowed to continue functioning, that also included restaurants and other different businesses. And so, and also with the proximity being to DC, we don't take that big of a hit whenever you have an economic downturn. So we have it's a fairly stable economic environment to live in, work in, and thrive in. The 8th pro of living here, and this is somewhat anecdotal, but man, people are just real nice around here, right? When I go running, I'm always waving at people who are running along the side with me, or I'm passing by, or when there's some places that have single lane roads, and the cars coming by, so friendly. They move over to the side, they wave at me, they always give me thumbs up. It's just around good people. So you've got that southern hospitality. If you're from the north, I don't know if that's might be something different, but here people say hello. People say thank you. I was getting my flu shot a while back at Target. Ended up having a 20-minute conversation with the guy next to me. Why? Did I know him? No. Did he know me? No. Why? We're just next to each other. Why not? So you get that good southern hospitality, that good feeling. Hey, just glad you're here. Glad we're outside together. So and also, especially with the pandemic, what has caused everybody to feel, some of us feel cabin fever, or we don't get to spend time with people a lot anymore. So that adds on to that good feeling you get when you get to hang out with other people, meet new people, and just enjoy what this awesome county has to offer. The 9th pro of living here in Loudoun is the golf. There are so many top level golf courses in the area. Some are affordable, but hey, it's golf. So, save up your money, get your tax returns ready, and get your refund ready, and just have a good time. You got 1757, Raspberry Falls, Brambleton. You've got the private courses, Belmont. You got River Creek. There's a lot more. Now, West Park and Goose Creek were 2 public courses that are no longer open. And Goose Creek actually is being converted into a residential area. So that's got single families and townhomes being built. And actually, I think I did a video on that too a little while back. So anyways, so Goose Creek ain't no more, West Park ain't no more, but there's still tons and tons of options available for you. And the 10th pro of living here in Loudoun is just the nightlife. Believe it or not, there is a scene around here in downtown, in One Loudoun and Sterling. There's some really cool pockets of these outdoor mall style venues that really bring a lot of community together. And especially now in this COVID era, you've got a lot of these places are creating these atmospheres, even specifically in downtown Leesburg. They block off certain streets on the weekends for a certain period of hours where it's just hanging out. You can dine outdoors, you can walk around, and so there's a lot to do outside, whether you're doing the whole hiking thing or family thing or golf thing and the dining thing. There's so many opportunities to make memories here, for yourself, for your loved ones. All right, now we got the pros out the way. Let's get to the cons. We got 6 cons of living here in Loudoun County, and the number one con, or starting at number one, is not just in Loudoun, but it's all the way in Virginia. We got these taxes. All right, these taxes come at you from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed all year long. Just be ready to give Uncle Sam what he's asking for, and even more on top of that. So if you come in here, be ready for the taxes. We all got to do it, so just get used to it. The second con, which was worse earlier last year when I made a similar video, but it's better now, is the traffic. So obviously, with when the shutdown happened, it was like just empty roads. Now with the easing in through phases, there's more congestion on the main roads on Route 7, Route 28. But Route 7 is being expanded all the way from Sterling all the way up until past Battlefield Parkway to ease the congestion for the morning and evening commutes. So that is helpful. But if you're going on 66, 66, everyone hates it. So if you come here, you'll hate it too eventually. So just get used to it. The third con here is the weather. Now, let me qualify this by saying that the weather's not bad, but it's good when it's good, and it's bad when it's bad. Sometimes you'll be thinking, man, it's a great day. You got your little swimming trunks on, and then you got your tank tops, and you go outside, and you're freezing. You got to get your coat on. You're getting hypothermia, or you think that it's a cold day. You're like, I gotta get my mink coat on, and then you get your mink coat on. You go outside, and you out there sweating, dehydrating from the minute you walk outside. The weather is just it has nobody in mind. It just does what it wants to do. And every 7 years we got a snowstorm. So if you don't like shoveling, don't worry about it. You got 6 years to get used to it, and on the 7th year, just get ready to shovel all day long, all night long. The fourth con is weird. I just learned about it recently, but you can get charged with a Class 4 misdemeanor for swearing in public. Now, who's gonna charge you for that? But I don't know. You find somebody on the wrong day, at the wrong time, and you say a little word that your mama, wouldn't be proud of you saying. You might get a $250 fine for it. So, just know that's there. Have you some spare change in your pocket if you know you might pop off the handle at some point. But yeah, you can get charged for swearing. So the fifth con doesn't really affect Loudoun County too much, but it's in Virginia. Is these nuclear facilities now. Some of the cool thing about Loudoun is that even though there is a noticeable industrial presence, it's not so pronounced to where things like the noise, the smells, and the traffic would be a problem. But it is close enough in proximity to where it is something that you will have to get used to. This ain't small town living, so there is expansion moving towards Loudoun County. Particularly as people from cities relocate out of cities into the suburbs, and more builders begin building new constructions as well. That is something that you will have to at least monitor and be aware of, is that there is an industrial presence here in, if not in Loudoun County, at least it's right around close to it. And the sixth and final con is the cost of living. Loudoun County is not cheap. Average median household income is around at least $120,000, $130,000 per year. And so even though it's not cheap to live here, the upside is that the services, amenities, and the options that are available for goods, services, care, health care, preventative care, for entertainment are that much more comparable to the cost of living. So not to say that everything you get has to be premium, but I'm just saying that the premium is very premium. But there are so many options on alongside of that where that still maintain high qualities of service, of goods and materials. So what you get is very comparable to how much it costs to live here. Well, that's all I got. I hope it's been helpful to you. If you know someone whom this could be helpful to, let them know. Share the video. If you like it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if this is something that's interesting to you. If there's anything I missed, anything I didn't get right, let me know in the comments below. I want to make this as meaningful to you as possible. But for me, that's all I got today. Thanks for hanging with me. I'll catch y'all next time. Hey, and remember, your phone is your friend. My details are all below, all through the screen. Let me know how I can help. I'm here for you guys if you're thinking of moving here. All right, take care.